this class we shall discuss the first unit of first PUC, that is Gentleman of the Jungle. It is a story written by Jomo Kenyatta. About Jomo Kenyatta, they have given some details here. He was born in 1893 and lived up to 1978. He was an African political leader, first president of Kenya, also ruled from 1964 to 78. He was a Kikuyu, belonged to that particular group, and he was the secretary of his tribal association also in the year 1928. Besides political career, he was also a writer, and he has written down his story. In pre-reading activities, they have asked us to narrate a story from Panchatantra where good prevails over evil. In such stories, fables, we call them as, animals are the major characters, and in those stories the role of a man is very negligible and it is unimportant. How man act, how man think, and how he act, in the same way the animals, birds are also, they also act in the story, and they will convey a message, and the main message is that good prevails over evil. And such thing we can see in our great epics also, Ramayana and Mahabharata. There also in Ramayana we can see Rama stands for good and Ravana stands for evil. There we can see the death of Ravana in the hands of Rama, and there in Mahabharata the Kauravas stand for evil and the Pandavas for good. And there also we can see the Kauravas being destroyed by the Pandavas. And in this way, in all the stories, we can see the prevalence of good over evil. And in this story also, we can see the same thing. And here, before going in detail the story, we have some background. The background is that how the Europeans exploited the Africans. In the late 19th century, the Europeans, especially the English, the French, the Germans and Italians, they, as they were strong in all respects, they started exploiting African countries. And the African countries were very bad in all respects. And the people were, exploited by the Europeans. How the Europeans were exploited, and finally how the Africans they united together and fought against the Europeans and won independence. Okay. These are all the things which we can see in the background, and the same background the story is written. The Gentleman of the Jungle. The Gentleman of the Jungle. Can you find gentleman in the jungle? No. So once again, the title is used in an ironical way, which gives opposite meaning, we can say. And the gentlemen are the animals. You know well, those are all jungle animals, great animals. Can they become gentlemen? Not at all. Not at all. So the title is used in an ironical way. Now the story begins. As usual, the story begins with the words like once upon a time. This story also begins with the same words, once upon a time. An elephant was living in a forest. Then a man was also living at the edge of the forest. Then next thing is that both of them had close friendship. This is a very unusual thing. See, animal was there, and that animal, if we had a friendship with other animals, there was no unusuality. But that elephant had friendship with the man, that is a very strange thing. and man had his own hut at the edge of the forest, and both of them were living together in a very friendly manner. And once so happened that thunderstorm broke out. Thunderstorm broke out. And when the thunderstorm broke out, the elephant straightway came to the hut of man, and it requested man to help. What was the help it needed? It requested man to allow him to keep his trunk inside the hut. It was not able to bear the force of a hailstorm, it told. And when man saw the condition of elephant, man became very sad to see the condition of his plight of his friend, we can say, plight. And he automatically wanted to help his friend. And he allowed the elephant to keep its trunk inside the hut. Okay, now when the elephant was allowed to keep its trunk inside the hut, the elephant put its trunk inside the hut. Later on, without getting any permission from the man, it pushed its head inside. Not only that, finally the whole body of the elephant went into the hut. See, man had allowed the elephant to keep its trunk only inside the hut, but without permission, the elephant pushed its head, then its whole body inside the hut. Not only that, it flung the man out into that hailstorm, and it told, your skin is harder than mine, and as there is not enough room for both of us, you can afford to remain in the rain while I am protecting my delicate skin from the hailstorm. That was the statement made by the elephant. When man heard such insulting words from his close friend elephant, man became very angry. He thought that it was wrong to help elephant. Immediately it started grumbling. Elephant also started to shout, and other animals came to see there what was happening. Nobody came forward to solve the problem. Just they came and they stood there and started watching the hot arguments between man and elephant. The sound of the argument was heard by lion also. Lion, being the king of the jungle, it came there with very angry, and it started roaring. Don't you all know that I am the king of the jungle? How dare anyone disturb the peace of my kingdom? When lion asked angrily, elephant immediately started to speak. Elephant was one of the high ministers in the jungle kingdom. See the position of the elephant. It was a high minister in the jungle kingdom. And it replied, my lord, there is no disturbance of peace in your kingdom. I have only been having a little discussion with my friend here as to the position of the little hut which your lordship sees me occupying. In this way, the elephant replied. It told that they are not quarreling, but they are discussing a matter. The matter of discussion was that to whom should the hut belong to. Now, at present, the hut is being occupied by elephant, and to whom it should belong to was the point of discussion, and both the man and elephant are discussing, it told. And lion, king of the jungle, it wanted to have peace and tranquility in his kingdom, replied in a very soothing, noble voice, and he told that I command my ministers to appoint a commission of inquiry to go through thoroughly into this matter and report accordingly. See, immediately, being the king of the jungle, it ordered the ministers to appoint a commission of inquiry. Commission of inquiry. Why is it? Why was that this time a commission of inquiry? The commission of inquiry has to go thoroughly into the matter and report accordingly to the king. And on the basis of the report, judgment will be given. Then it turned to man also, and in a soothing voice, it told, "You have done well by establishing a friendship with my people, especially with the elephant, who is one of my honorable ministers of state. Do not grumble anymore. Your hurt is not lost to you. Wait until the sitting of my imperial commission, and there you will be given plenty of opportunity to state your case. I am sure that you will be pleased with the findings of the commission." Man was very much pleased by these words of the jungle king, because he never thought that the jungle king would look at him and speak to him. And when the jungle king spoke to man in such a soothing manner, in a very friendly manner, in a loving manner, man became very happy, and he was pleased by the sweet words from the king of the jungle, and innocently waited for his opportunities. See, he waited innocently. Innocently. He did not know how the animals will cheat him. So innocently. He innocently waited for his opportunity, okay, to speak before the commission of inquiry. And naturally thought that his hurt would be returned to him. But nobody knows what happens in the future. Okay. As per the order of the king of the jungle, all the ministers got busy themselves in setting up a commission of inquiry. And finally, the commission of inquiry was established. And that commission of inquiry consisted of 5 members. Who were the 5 members? Mr. Rhinoceros, Mr. Buffalo, Mr. Alligator, the Right Honorable Mr. Fox, and then Mr. Leopard. These were the 5 members of the commission of inquiry. Among these 5, the Right Honorable Mr. Fox had to act as the chairman of the commission of inquiry, and then Mr. Leopard has to act as a secretary to the commission. See, one is president, another one is secretary, and other 3 members were also there in the commission. Totally 5 members were there in the commission of inquiry. When man saw the formation of this commission of inquiry, he got angry, because all the 5 members were animals. Nobody from his side was there in the commission of inquiry as a member. So immediately he asked the members why man is not allowed to become a member in the commission of inquiry. To this, the members replied that man is not well enough educated to understand the intricacy of jungle law. See, this was the first point put forward by the commission of inquiry, the members of the commission of inquiry. Why man is not allowed to become a member of the commission of inquiry. The second point they told man is that the members of the commission were all men of repute for their impartiality and justice, and as they were gentlemen chosen by God to look after the interest of race less adequately endowed with teeth and claws, he might rest assured that they would investigate the matter with the greatest care and report impartially. When the animals told man like this, man was not able to speak before the animals, and in this way the members of the commission they did not allow a man to become a member of the commission, as well as they also pacified man that he would be given justice. Okay. ಈ ಒಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಥಮ PUC ಮೊದಲ ಪಾಠ ಜೆಂಟಲ್ಮನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಜಂಗಲ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಇದು ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಯೋಮೋ ಕೆನ್ಯಾಟ ಅಂತ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆಫ್ರಿಕಾದ ಒಬ್ಬ ಲೇಖಕ, ಆತ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ನಾಯಕ ಸಹ ಹೌದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕೆನ್ಯಾದ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಪತಿ ಸಹ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ 1964ರಿಂದ 78ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿವರೆಗೆ. ಅವನು ಕಿಕುಯು ಅನ್ನತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಗುಂಪಿನ ನಾಯಕ ಸಹ ಆಗಿದ್ದ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನಂತರ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಥೆ ಲೇಖನ ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಕಾರಣ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಈ 19ನೇ ಶತಮಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಯುರೋಪಿಯನ್ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಗಳು, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಫ್ರೆಂಚ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಜರ್ಮನ್ ಅವರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಇಟಲಿದವರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಭೂಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹಿಂದುಳಿದಂಥ ವರ್ಗದ ಜನರ ಒಂದು ಭೂಭಾಗವನ್ನು ತನ್ನ ಒಂದು ವಶಕ್ಕೆ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಸಂಪತ್ತನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ದೋಚ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜನರು ಸಹ ತುಂಬಾ ಹೀನಾಯಮಾನವಾಗಿ ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಆ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರದ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಥೆಯನ್ನು ಬರೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಥೆ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭವಾಗ್ತಾರೆ ಒಂದಾನೊಂದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ನುವ ಮೂಲಕ. ಒಂದಾನೊಂದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆನೆ ಇವರಿಬ್ಬರ ನಡುವೆ ಸ್ನೇಹ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಬ್ರು ಸಹ ಕಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸವಾಗಿದ್ರು. ಇವರಿಬ್ಬರು ಅನ್ಯೋನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಬದುಕಿದ್ರು. ನಂತರ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಜೋರಾದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಗುಡುಗು ಸಿಡಿಲಿನ ಮಳೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಮಳೆ ತರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲೇ ಆನೆ ಬಂದು ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಬೇಡ್ತದೆ. ತನ್ನ ಸೊಂಟನ್ನು ಅವನ ಗುಡಿಸೊಳಗೆ ಇಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡು ಅಂತ ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ನನ್ನ ಗುಡಿಸು ತುಂಬಾ ಸಣ್ಣದಿದೆಯಪ್ಪ, ಆದ್ರೂ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ನೀನು ಇಡಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಆನೆ ತನ್ನ ಸೊಂಟನ್ನು ಗುಡಿಸೊಳಗೆ ಇಡುತ್ತದೆ. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಅನುಮತಿ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ತನ್ನ ತಲೆ ನಂತರ ತನ್ನ ಇಡೀ ದೇಹವನ್ನು ಗುಡಿಸೊಳಗೆ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಗುಡಿಸಿಂದ ಹೊರ ಬಿಸಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ನಿನ್ನ ಚರ್ಮ ತುಂಬಾ ಗಡ್ಸಾಗಿದೆ, ನೀನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಮಳೆ ತಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಲ್ಲೆ, ಆದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಡೆಲಿಕೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮವಾಗಿ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಚರ್ಮ ಈ ಒಂದು ಮಳೆ ತಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ರೀತಿ ಆ ಆನೆ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ತಕ್ಷಣ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಕೂಗಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಅವರ ಕೂಗಾಟದ ಜಗಳಾಟದ ಒಂದು ಧ್ವನಿ ಕಾಡಿನೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಸರಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಸಭೆ ಸೇರ್ತವೆ, ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತವೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಬಗೆಹರಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಂತರ ಕಾಡಿನ ರಾಜನಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಿಂಹಸಾಲು ಬರ್ತದೆ. ನಂತರ ಕೇಳ್ತದೆ ಏನು ಸಮಾಚಾರ ಅಂತ ಬಿಟ್ಟು. ಅವಾಗ ಆನೆ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ, ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಗುಡಿಸು ಇದು ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಅಂತ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ. ನಂತರ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಸಹ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ನಂತರ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಅದು ಆಶ್ವಾಸನೆ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ ಸಿಂಹ. ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ವಿಷಯ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತೆ ನಾನೊಂದು ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರಿ ವಿಚಾರಣಾ ಆಯೋಗ ನೇಮಕ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಆ ವಿಚಾರಣಾ ಆಯೋಗ ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತೆ ಕೂಲಂಕುಷವಾಗಿ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿ ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ವರದಿ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. ಆ ವರದಿ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿನಗೆ ನಾವು ನ್ಯಾಯ ಒದಗಿಸಿಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ, ನೀನೇನು ಹೆದರುವ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆರಾಮಾಗಿರು, ಧೈರ್ಯವಾಗಿರು ಅಂತ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ. ನಂತರ ತನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಒಂದು ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರಿ ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆದೇಶ ನೀಡುತ್ತದೆ. ಅದರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರಣಾ ಆಯೋಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಆಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಸೇರಿಕೊಳ್ತದೆ. ಯಾವುದು? ಒಂದು ರೈನೋಸಾರಸ್, ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಬಫೆಲೋ, ಅಲಿಗೇಟರ್, ಫಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಲೆಪರ್ಡ್. ಆ 5 ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಾಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಯಾವೊಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಸಹ ಆ ಒಂದು ಆಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಕೋಪಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಯಾಕೆ ನನಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಆಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಬರೀ ನೀವು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಹೇಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ನಂಬಬಹುದಾಗಿದೆ, ನನ್ನ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಸಿಗುತ್ತದಾ ಏನಿತ್ತ? ಆ ಒಂದು ಮಾತಿಗೆ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಬುದ್ಧಿವಂತಿಕೆಯಿಂದ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. ನೋಡಪ್ಪ, ನೀನು ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕಾಡಿನ ಕಾನೂನು ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ನಿನಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಟ್ಟು ನೀನು ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ದಡ್ಡ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಹಟ್ಟು ನಿನಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ ಪುನಃ, ಈ ಒಂದೇನು ನಮ್ಮ ಆಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಸಹ ದೇವರಿಂದ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಆದಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳಾದರೆ ಇವು ಯಾವುದೂ ಸಹ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮಗಿಂತ ಏನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದುರ್ಬಲ ವರ್ಗ ಇದೆ, ಆ ದುರ್ಬಲ ವರ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲಿದೆ. ಇಂಥ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ನೀನು ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಸಹ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆದರುಗಳ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಥವಾ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಅಂತ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀನು ಬೇಜಾರಾಗೋದು ಬೇಡ, ನ್ಯಾಯ ಸಿಗುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ. ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಮತ್ತೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಏನು ಸಹ ವಾದ ಮಾಡದೆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳ ಮಾತಿಗೆ, ಅವರ ಮಾತಿಗೆ ಬೆಲೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಒಪ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ತನ್ನ ಸರದಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರಣಾ ಆಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ಒಂದು ಪಾಠದ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಥೆಯ ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಧ ಭಾಗದಷ್ಟು ಬಂದ್ವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೆಸರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನು ಅರ್ಧ ಭಾಗ ನೋಡೋಣ.